1998. My parents, they became practicing. Thank you. My parents realized that there's a purpose to life. My parents realized that the purpose of life is not just earning and spending, raising kids. Purpose of life is bigger than that. And they realized that they are being sent to this world to do da'wah. Call it tabligh. Yeah? They're here for a purpose. And they realized that they need to raise me and my sister in a way that we can, inshallah ta'ala, grow one day to become muballighin, to spread this Islam. Huh? Life is serious. And so my dad and my mom decided that they want to make me a Hafiz. Why? Because becoming a Hafiz of Quran is a beginning. And then I can learn other things. And as a kid, when people used to ask me, what do you want to be? I used to say to them, I want to be a alim. I want to be a scholar. I don't know what it means. Yeah? But rather than saying silly things, or I want to be a Pink Panther, I used to say something that my parents taught me. I want to become a alim. Now for you to become a alim, a scholar of Islam, you have to memorize Quran. I'm not going to say this now. Someone is going to find this clip and cut it and they say this guy is an idiot. You don't have to memorize the entire Quran, but it's one of the steps. Yeah? Even in the past, memorizing Quran, memorizing ahadith, these are steps so you can become a alim, a scholar. Because you need to quote a lot of things. So my parents said, we're going to make you a hafiz of Quran, inshallah. And I was very motivated because I said, why? Why? They said, well, so you can become an Imam. I said, I want to be an Imam of Masjid Nabi. They said, yeah, you can be Imam of Masjid Nabi. I said, yeah, I want to be Imam, yeah. So I used to wear this kambal, kambal, the blanket, and I used to lead namaz in the house. No one used to pray behind me, but I like the idea. I hope my audio is good enough. Let me bring the mic closer. So like the idea. And I'm walking around the house acting like an Imam. Acting like I can read anything in the Quran. But I don't. Barely know Surah Al-Fatiha. Then my parents realized, you know what? For us to achieve this goal, we have a big shaitan in the house. We have a big shaitan in the house. And the shaitan was this TV box. Right in the corner, I remember it. In the bedroom, right next to the window, in the corner, there was this small box. Ugly box. Ugly box. Fat box. Shaitan box. Shaitan box. And my mom and dad realized, as long as my eyes are glued to this shaitan box, I ain't memorizing Quran. I ain't going nowhere. And they were right. So they got this idea from Sudania Uncle. Sudania Uncle. Let me talk to you guys about Sudania Uncle. Sudania Uncle was an uncle from Sudan. Simple. He said to my dad, I wanted to teach my kids Quran, so I got rid of the shaitan box. My parents said, good idea. Let's get rid of it. And they got rid of the shaitan box. And I remember, till this day, the shaitan box was sitting on a stand. There was like a metal stand in the corner like this. And we were trying to break it. And me and my sister, we were trying to hang on and break it. We were like, yeah, get rid of shaitan box, ugly shaitan, out. Motivation is the key. For those of you who are asking questions and then complaining today is hard to do this, that, focus. कमेंट ही कर रहे हो, फिर लर्न क्या करोगे? अरे पहले कुछ सीख लो, पढ़ लो, फिर कमेंट शोमेंट करते रहना फजूल में. क्वेश्चन भेज रहे हैं. Q&A at the end, by the way. Pay attention, guys. So we got rid of this shaitan box. And I'm so grateful my parents do that. You know what parents say nowadays? Oh, we have to get them a phone. You think when I went to school, social pressure, there was more social pressure, me growing up, than what parents are facing nowadays. Nowadays, the social pressure, what? It's a phone? There's all these material things, isn't it? Back in the days, they were real things. Guys, I used to go madrasa, tahfiz, 5 to 7 every day, and I look outside the window, these kids are playing football outside. Every day, every single day. And we used to dream of a day when we go and the teacher doesn't turn up, so we can play for those 3 hours. We can chill. And the teacher would come every single day. We would dream of that day. It was so fun when he didn't turn up. But there were real challenges. You telling me, oh, I don't want my child to be on the phone. I take the phone away from me, khalas, you ended the problem. Absolutely hate it when parents have phones and they have password and kids know the password. Right, let me stay in my lane. I leave those topics to counselors, inshallah ta'ala, to talk about. Plenty of counselors, mashallah. May Allah bless you all. Someone saying, yes, my guy. I'm telling you. Nowadays, we have all these fake issues. Me growing up, I don't have toys. I don't have football. I want football. Literally, the football itself. And my parents are not buying me a football. Why? Because they think I'm going to win. No, I'm going to lose it. We used to play it on the chat, on the roof, and then it's going to fall. The football is going to fall. And then, when I say a roof, guys, it's like a, on top of a building, you have a roof, like with walls. I'm not saying you're playing it on on the roofs, like roofs here in the UK. And the ball drops, parents would say, you're not going to look after it, you're going to lose it. Those are real issues. What's the issue now? Screen. Just take the screen away, you end the problem. Anyway. So we got rid of the Shaitan box. A very good decision. Yeah? Guys, to my dad, and I still hear his voice in my head. May Allah bless him, may Allah protect him, may Allah give him good health, long health, Ameen. I still hear, he used to say, Bas, pade mein. He used to come from work and he used to see us lying on a sofa or on bed and doing something and not doing something. He used to say, Bas, pade mein. It's just like you come in a house and you take your clothes and you just chuck them somewhere. He's like, just like that, you just lying somewhere, like a waste, like you're not doing anything. He want to see us doing things. He want to see us doing something useful, something noble, something big. So he didn't used to like us just lying around doing nothing. And so we got rid of the Shaitan box in the house, and my parents got me on this journey to memorize Quran. It took my parents 6 years roughly to find the right system because they had no idea what the system is. So before my parents can take me to a tahfiz where I can memorize Quran, finally with the right teacher who I can stay with for years and years and go through the entire journey, they had to struggle. They took me to Bengali Appa, Saida Appa. Then they took me to Siraj Appa. Then they took me to Qari Abdul Rahman, Qari Abdullah. I used to like Qari Abdullah because he was a bit more softer. And all these years trying different teachers, not working, then I went to tahfiz, masjid. So rather than going to a teacher in their house and learning, I went to masjid. I go to masjid, one masjid to another, found the right masjid, teacher keep changing, the teacher is changing, oh, this good teacher is gone, now we have a teacher, is he good, is he not? 6 to 7 years. You see guys, a lot of you think, some of you think, if I find the right teacher online, if I find the right YouTube video, I'm going to learn it in a year. It's not about that sometimes. It's about, before you get something big, before Allah gives you something big, in life, He will test you. He will see if you really deserve it. And wallahi, wait a second. Let me just block this hayawan. Into hayawan. Sorry guys. I hope no one understood that. Someone was trying to comment something, so let's continue. So you think that you can just memorize Quran by finding a right teacher, by finding the right software, good teacher, online teacher. It's not about tricks, it's not about tips, it's not about it's about perseverance, it's about sacrifice. You telling me Quran, the greatest thing, words of Allah, you can just memorize them because you find a good teacher, because you have money and you're going to spend money. No. Almost all my students, their number one struggle is themselves. It's not even money. Because I teach students, sometimes there's different categories. Sometimes the student pay a lot more, sometimes students pay less, sometimes they don't pay anything. I do weekly free class in a masjid. It's not about money. The biggest struggle for people who are learning Quran, who are trying to learn Quran, is themselves. They don't have perseverance. They don't have motivation. They have too many things to do. They have phones in their pockets. Big problem. Shaitan in the pocket with you all the time. You think you're going to memorize the Quran like that? You can't. So back to tahfiz, the concept of tahfiz. Nowadays it has turned into a madrasa where we have to deal with a lot of issues. As a Quran teacher, to all the Quran teachers out there who are struggling, teaching in a madrasa, Allahu Akbar, may Allah reward you. There's a huge reward for teachers. Angels make dua for them. Not even angels. The hadith says even al-hut fil bahr, even the whale, the small animals, all of these animals making dua for you because you're doing such a noble thing. You will find the right system, but you have to be someone, inshallah ta'ala, one day you will find a system. You have to be someone who have a lot of patience, someone who can go for years and years and sit with the teacher and learn. Anyway, this is one of the reasons why we can't just focus on hifz in 2023. Thank you very much for watching, guys. If you want to watch the entire podcast, click here. And if you want to join our online madrasa, make sure you check this video out first. Assalamu alaikum.